May 18th, 2016, Wednesday of the 7th week in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the letter of St. James. Beloved, come now. You who say, today or tomorrow we shall go into such and such a town, spend a year there doing business, and make a profit. You have no idea what your life will be like tomorrow. You are a puff of smoke that appears briefly and then disappears. Instead, you should say, if the Lord wills it, we shall live to do this or that. But now you are boasting in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So for one who knows the right thing to do and does not do it, it is a sin. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, Blessed are the poor in spirit. The kingdom of heaven is theirs. Hear this, all you peoples. Hearken, all who dwell in the world, of lowly birth or high degree, rich and poor alike. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Why should I fear in evil days, when my wicked ensnarers ring me round? They trust in their wealth, the abundance of their riches is their boast. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Yet in no way can a man redeem himself, or pay his own ransom to God. Too high is the price to redeem one's life. He would never have enough to remain alive always and not see destruction. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. For he can see that wise men die, and likewise the senseless and the stupid pass away, leaving to others their wealth. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the kingdom of heaven is theirs.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. John said to Jesus, Teacher, we saw someone driving out demons in your name, and we tried to prevent him because he does not follow us. Jesus replied, Do not prevent him. There is no one who performs a mighty deed in my name who can at the same time speak ill of me. For whoever is not against us is for us. The Gospel of the Lord.
May 18th, Wednesday of the 7th week in Ordinary Time. The first reading comes from the letter of James, chapter 4, verses 13 to 17. James counsels the community not to say tomorrow or the day after or today we'll be doing such a thing. Rather, we should say if the Lord wills it. This is what Muslims say, inshallah, if God is willing. That we have to recognize that God's in charge, and we are not. Because if we think that we're in charge, we'll become arrogant. We think that we are choosing our own destiny, when God is the one who directs our lives. God is the one who leads us to do what is right. So we shouldn't boast, but if we know what is right, we should do it. Not because we'll receive a reward, but because it's right, and we know that this is what God wants. The Gospel is from Mark 9, 38 to 40. Yesterday we heard about how the disciples were talking about who was the most important among them. They were jealous of their privileges. They were thinking in terms of power. And Jesus counseled them to think in terms of service. Well, we see the same thing today. John says to Jesus, someone's driving out demons in your name. Should we stop them? They think that the power to drive out demons is a monopoly that they alone should have. Jesus says, if somebody's doing that in my name, don't bother him, because anyone who's not against us is for us. Jesus sees this as the possibility to give a person a liberation from the power of demons. He doesn't see it as losing some of his privilege. He rather sees it as an extension of his goodness, so that others can share in that goodness. The disciples are still thinking of themselves. Jesus is thinking of us, of service. And that's what it means to be a Christian. To think that the other person is more important than ourselves. To reflect all day on how we might serve others. And may God bless us.